So Mikey joined the band, and then Ross overheard us practicing and thought we were amazing.
Just had to be a part of it.
I thought you were lacking something, yeah.
Oh, is that
Well, you brought the style and panache, is that right?
I wouldn't say that off of what I'm going to do. Like,
All right, okay. And then I mean, what? So how long you've been together then? How long is your?
We started the band. Me and Liam started jamming together in October of 2012.
Still very new band.
yeah, we're really new.
And we played a few gigs as a 3-piece, and then Ross joined. When did you join, Ross? March, was it? Was it March?
March, April.
Yeah, March, April time Ross joined.
Took like 3 days to learn your parts, and then we played a part gig.
Had a gig within 3 days of joining the band, so I had to write and learn all the material.
And you got a good reaction, I take it from that. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah,
decided.
pretty good. Swing that.
So you've just got an EP come out. It's a self-financed EP. Is that right? You're not signed to a label.
No.
I take it was it a lot of work to get it together, or was it easy, or did you enjoy it? Was it an enjoyable experience?
I was working until 8 o'clock and then in the studio till midnight. So
Yeah, it was alright.
It was hard work.
It was hard.
It was so spread
It was
out.
a push to get it done because Amos decided it would be a good idea to book the EP launch before we'd even started recording the EP.
Oh, but I mean, you've got to put something in the book to get yourself moving, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it did
If you
work,
don't,
though. It worked
I mean,
out
if you
quite
don't ever do that, you'll just constantly say to yourselves, "Oh, I'll do it," and you never get around to doing it.
It worked out in the end, but I think
Yeah,
just like today, like even just turning up here was a lot of work.
I like to be organised. I like to be everything to be totally organised.
Yeah, that's what. Well, that was
doesn't work.
Well, that was going to be
with
my
these
next
guys.
question. Is obviously I like to remember people like the Spice Girls because with different personalities and stuff.
Yeah.
Because my memory's kind of. So who is the calm one in the band? Who's the one that's really calm that everything goes wrong and that you can turn to and it'll be fine?
I don't think we have one of
We've
them.
got one of them, but we need one of them.
Laid back would be the best one. Ross is the most laid back person. in the world.
Is he though?
Yeah.
Got them ups and downs.
Every time you speak to Ross, it's like, so you got this sorted, you got that sorted, and it's just like, yeah, I'll be fine, man.
I used to get called, my name's Ross Finlay, I used to get called Ross Finally, so that just sums it all up.
Right. Well, there you go. And then who's the one, the Joker in the band? Who's the one that always playing pranks or was always kind of laughing away?
Probably Mikey.
That'll probably be me. I'll have that.
Yeah.
Take that.
And who's the one that you can never get to turn up on time? There's always one.
The one that maybe doesn't want to carry arms or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm always on time.
Right. So see, there's always one. Not being funny. There's always one. But the thing is, you can never. One of the things I always notice with bands that you probably don't notice is everybody sits roughly in the same way that they do when they're on stage, which a lot of people don't realise. Which is quite.
That is
yeah,
right.
yeah, and that's really easy for me if I walk in a place and they say, because I know who the lead singer is straight off, and I'll walk in an interview. And the other thing a lot of people don't realise is that there's always one in the band that is always unreliable, but it's not the same member no matter the band. So I've had people, and that's a bassist, and there's one that's a rhythm guitar. It doesn't actually depend on the role in the band. There's just always one. There's always got to be one. I think it just is the way it works. I think so. So
I think we take turns.
Yeah,
you know,
I think if there's not, I think if there's one in the band that's not, if you don't have one person like that in the band, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I seriously think, I think that's probably, if you look at the success stories and that, you'll probably find that's what it is.
Oh, it
You
needs
don't
to be
have
that
one
way.
person that's just like, where is he?
Liam's always on time to play, like to actually go on stage and play.
but not
our
to
gigs.
lift heavy
But,
arms.
yeah.
Oh, sorry guys, I've just missed it.
Yeah.
Wait, look at me.
I'm
I
having
can't
tea
carry.
again.
I can't even carry my own guitar now.
Well, right, so we've got about 10 minutes before the news, so you're going to do a couple songs before the news, and then after the news we're going to do a couple more songs, if that's alright with you guys. And then after the news I've got some not stupid questions, but a few more questions for you as well. Just bits and pieces and that, nothing too serious. I'll try to keep it as light-hearted as possible.
Cool.
So what's the first song that you guys are going to do?
What are we gonna do, Ross? A little bit fall short.
Yeah, I think so.
This is the first song on our EP.
I think that's a good plan.
Okie doke.
And I might just add, this is the first time that we've ever played acoustic, so.
Oh yeah.
Right, okie doke. Take it away then.
Should we wing it?
Fun, let's wing it.
Let's go. You ready, man?
Okay, yep, that's that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Spend your night dancing, you got your wires crossed, you change the subject, you burst into a fight. It's a war when you wake up, take an eye for an eye. It's not the way to think, it's not for you, it's not for I. cross the bear, then you find we're not so different, we're all sublime. We'll take our time and keep your eyes on mine. Keep your eyes on mine. Keep your eyes on mine. Keep your eyes on. Keep your eyes on mine. Keep your eyes on mine. Keep your eyes on mine. Keep your eyes on. Where's the escape? You fell short till we crossed the line, till we crossed the line. Where's the escape? You fell short. Keep your eyes on mine.
Thank you very, very much, guys. And what's that called?
That's
Fall short.
Fall
With
short.
a different solo because I can't reach high enough
Yeah, it gets a bit wild at the end and when we play.
with acoustic guitar.
That was excellent. Thank you very, very much for that. That's Phantom Brake Pedal, live on Radio West Fife on the Saturday night session, and they're roasting away here. You're just going to do one more, is that right? Just before the news?
Yeah.
We got time. I think we got time to squeeze one more in.
Cool.
So if you want to grab yourself some water, and then we'll do another one in a second.
We carry on with the EP.
Yeah.
Who's that there?
Who's upstairs?
You need a capo fan.
Yeah, that's what else we didn't all get sort of the thing.
Yeah.
Changing it is.
Unpredictable.
It's not bad doing that,
Unpredictable.
without a capo.
Yeah.
Unpredictable without a capo.
Yeah.
Right. So what's this one called, guys?
This is called Unpredictable Purpose, but this is not on the EP.
Right. Okay, doke.
It's one of the first songs we wrote, though.
Yeah.
Well, take it away, guys.
Unpredictable Purpose.
Yeah.
You seem lost, but I can tell you will be alright. Everyone at least once in their life eventually ends up in your state of mind. It's not over, I'm only getting started with mine. All this panic and all this confusion just doesn't seem to feel that right. Bring me back down, yeah, bring me back down. Well, share a little dance on this universe. If it wasn't for me, I could only feel like I've been dragging you down and roll me down. There's a fine line between you and I, the best possible kind. We both seem ready now, these days seem darker clouds, washed with incredible rain.
Thank you very, very much for that, guys. That was excellent. That's Phantom Brake Pedal live on Radio West Fife on the Saturday night session. And you guys are going to stay with us, unless you melt while the news is on, but you're going to stay with us till after the news to do a couple more. And while the news is on, I will try and get rid of the heat. I'm not sure why, I'm not sure how, but we'll try and do some magic or something while the news is on. Up next, just a quick song just before the news. As I said, keep listening and you'll get to hear the guys do a couple more songs after the news. This is the Saturday night session with Phantom Brake Pedal. And as I said, just a quick song just before the news. Here it does feel like it's a jungle and I should be wearing my safari suit. You're listening to the Saturday night session on Radio West Fife, and as ever when we come in from the news we do get the band that's here to play a song for us rather than play a tune. Just before that though, I'd like to hear from you, to hear what you're up to. As ever, our phone line is 01383674066, our text line is 07729108800, and the email is at studio@radiowestfife.org.uk. Let me know what you're up to, and as ever as well, like our Facebook page, facebook.com Radio West Fife, because if you like it then you'll be able to see some photographs of the beautiful people that are with us with this evening and all the previous sessions as well. So we've got Phantom Brake Pedal in from Dundee who have come down just to play some new stuff from their EP that they've just launched. So you're going to give us another tune, is that right guys? Yep. So what's the next one going to be?
I think we'll play a song called Who's That Staring?
Who's That Staring, right? Well, take it away guys.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you very, very much for that, guys. That was excellent. I need some water. That was really good. That was brilliant, guys. That was excellent. Thank you. I mean, that was fantastic. One of the things that I'd like to say actually is what constantly happens on this session, which a lot of people don't know, is people try to trip each other up, and it's a constant thing. It's not. I don't actually ask people to do this, but it constantly. They constantly do it every week. There's always somebody, and I mean, if you listen carefully to various sessions, and I've noticed it when I've listened to it back, there is laughing and stuff in it because people try to trip each other up. What's good about tonight though is the band are actually filming it, so you guys will actually get to hopefully see it online to see what actually happens in these sessions where other band members who aren't playing annoy the other ones. It's really good,
Usually
actually.
the drummer.
Yeah, it's really good that you'll get to see it, because every week I have to sit here professionally and not mention the fact that there's like this battle going on between members who are playing and those that aren't. So it's actually good that you actually get to see that online. And
Thanks, guys.
that sounded really good. That sounded
Jealous
fantastic.
we can't play as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, we can only support acoustic at the moment.
And you can't play drums.
And we're going to be later on this year. We're hopefully going to be getting some more facilities allowed to do full band sets and things.
Fantastic.
But as I said, I mean, I've got a few questions and bits and pieces, and nothing too technical. Inspiration-wise, who do you watch? Where do you take your inspiration from? What's your sort of musical inspirations in general of, like, you know, for your music and stuff?
Definitely the Spice Girls.
Yeah, Spice Girls help. I mean, Victoria, real inspiration. But
Does she show you how to be better? Really, we'll just say it like that. Who are your musical sort of inspirations? I mean, I know.
Well, it depends, because I think we all listen to like various amounts of music, and like there's reasons why we all got into music and why we play guitars and drums and such. But I don't know. I mean, everything from, you know, I think Blink-182 is a huge part. I mean, even though our music sounds nothing like it, but just for playing music in general.
Mm-hmm.
I know for myself, the reason I play guitar is from Noel Gallagher seeing Oasis like years and years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're all just, I mean, the Scottish music's out now, you know, like Biffy Clyro, Twin Atlantic.
Yeah.
I mean, they play a huge part because, well, they're amazing bands.
Yeah, and a lot of the American newer stuff, like Taking Back Sunday and that.
Yeah,
as
a
well,
lot of the
I think
kind of
a lot was.
American punk scene from.
Yeah, well, they say it's punk, but
It's not
punk
real
rock,
punk, is it?
pop, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally, yeah.
You can hear that. I mean, you can hear the sort of influences in your music. When obviously you first sent some stuff to us, I could kind of hear that in your music, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted you on. Was that you're a wee, well, not saying that you're different, but you're a wee bit different to what we get around here, because we've got a lot of guitar bands and stuff, and it's nice to always get something that's a wee bit punkier and a wee bit, you know, more sort of heavier than that we normally get in locally. So it's really good to have you guys in.
Total indie.
Yeah.
I think we're trying to be a bit heavier, and I mean, we've always said when we started the band that we wanted to be as atmospheric as possible. But
Yeah.
just see how it goes.
One of the things we like to do is what we call a rock and roll test,
Cool.
to see how rock and roll you are.
Ask Ross, that's the one.
Right. So the first question normally is rock and roll injuries. What rock and roll injuries do you have? Have you got any good ones?
Is this just on or off stage?
Oh, is this on stage?
Well, yeah, just generally, yeah. And you're sort of gigging sort of world. What's your
In the
what's your-
Twatams in Perth, actually, I fell backwards off the drum stool into. They have like one of these kind of big sheets at the back with a red stripe or something. They advertise on it, and I thought there was like a wall behind that. And there's not.
That's quite impressive. I call you that.
I kind of leaned back into that and ended up in the red stripe banner.
Oh yeah.
I think that's quite
Just the
impressive.
pretty
That's pretty good. That's probably one of the best rads so far.
We kept playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wasn't even playing. That's the kind of embarrassing bit.
Yeah.
I think we're just starting.
I
And,
just remember laughing at it.
yeah, trying to be all serious, starting in atmospherics.
Yeah.
You know, big atmospheric intro, and I'm lying in the middle of this red stripe sign in the Twatams in Perth.
Do you have any like demands or anything in particular that you need? Do you have any rock and roll demands? Is there any, or you don't care? Is there anything that you say to a venue, I specifically want this, or?
Oh, we're never like that.
No, not at
I
all.
think we're too scared to say it, to be fair.
Apparently, Rihanna has a 93 person entourage at Teen the Park this weekend, so I think for our next couple of gigs, we might try and get 93 people along to the gig as an entourage, so it looks like we have like.
Yeah, that would be quite good in some of the smaller venues, because it would be totally crowded. I think you'd probably need circus performers and stuff, like, you know, to put on people's shoulders and that to fit that in. And one of the other things as well is, you got any superstitions? Is there anything you must do before you go on stage? Or
I've got a guitar strap that I've had for like, I don't know, 12 years.
Yeah.
And I got it from a friend who doesn't play guitar. He plays a wee bit, but he said, I broke my guitar strap on stage with my old band. He's like, take this, use it, and I've got it, and I need it every time I play.
And you have to have
I've
it.
still got it.
Yeah.
I've got a little superstition. Like, every time I don't wear this, I know we don't have a good gig. But every time I wear it, we seem to have a decent gig.
Yeah, make sure
So I never
play
take
as
it
well.
off anymore. Yeah, I know.
Well, there you
Keep
go.
brings
I
up
mean,
my
I'm
hand.
not criticising. I was just wondering, because obviously there are people with superstitions and stuff. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I need to make things are a certain way as well.
Ross wears the same underwear.
I was going to say the cliche of that, yeah.
Well,
You never wash his
I
underwear.
was going to say you wash it in between, or
No, not at all. Definitely not.
Yeah, walks on stage.
Defeats purpose.
Walks on stage itself. One of the questions that I came up with, which is a stupid one, is if your band was I like this. If your band was a circus, right? Who would be what in the circus? So to start with, who would
Well,
be?
I'll be the lion tamer, obviously.
You'd be right?
Knew that was coming.
Who would be?
Hamish would be the monkey in the cage where we all throw nuts at.
Right, that's really sweet. So sweet, isn't it? What about the clown? Who would be
You
the
know what?
clown?
Don't even look at me, man.
I've got a funny feeling that me and Ross could be the couple of
A
clowns.
couple of clowns,
Be
yeah.
The
You're
cream
the
pies
acrobats.
and
You'd be the acrobats. Swinging off each other.
Acrobats. Oh, I've never heard of an acrobat before.
I don't even know how to say that. I'm not going to say that.
If you could travel anywhere in sort of time, like where would this is just kind of a vague question, yeah. It's a vague sort of Doctor Who related question. If you could travel anywhere in time, where would it be?
Egyptian times.
Egyptian times.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Have you seen Cleopatra?
Like back to when there was pirates in the Caribbean.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
I
good
would
as well.
love that.
Or the 80s.
Bit of Johnny Depp,
80s
man.
music.
Not Johnny
Yeah.
Depp. No.
I'd well be in like a...
I think with the Beatles
like
and Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
man.
like a journey type band, 1,000,000%.
I would love to go back to the 90s, man. I love 90s
Or
music.
gas. Do you really?
Yeah,
I
90s was
some
my
mid 90s, but some of it like Anne Carter and nothing like that. It's just.
See, I always get good response to these questions. I always find fascinating what people come up with because
I like 90s
Horrendous.
I
music.
don't know, man.
Like,
I-
90s, some of it's good.
I do. It's,
Mikey's old enough to remember the 90s.
I remember I'm older than you
Backstreet
guys.
Boys. And
Nah,
Sync
fuck
and
Jesus.
stuff.
I mean, he's old enough to be old enough to remember the 90s.
one of the things, one of the questions my mate Dave came up with is if you had your own radio station, what type of music would you play?
Everything.
I just keep it purely
It would depend on the mood.
rock music, just bands. Nowadays, Radio 1 is just full of dance
New
tunes.
music though, probably because
Yeah.
of the opportunities that
There's
you,
opportunities for
that
new
you want
music,
as a band. So new music.
opportunities
100%.
for
At least a couple hours a day for brand
Oh,
new
at
music.
least.
I would say.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They're trying to though, and they're like introducing,
They're
BBC
getting more and
introducing
more
all that
these
kind of
days.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the big things like BBC and stuff are really good, but like we find it quite difficult with local radio stations round about us and stuff
Yeah, I
that
know.
like have said they would love to promote local music and things, but there just isn't a big enough audience
Yeah.
to keep their ratings or their figures,
Yeah,
where they should be, which is
yeah.
really sad. Which is a shame.
Yeah, I mean
because-
we're a bit different obviously because we're community based.
yeah,
And we pride ourselves on being what we would call specialised. So
yeah.
we do everything from Scotch Cayley music to.
I mean, music,
So.
music, and I think bands, that are coming out of Scotland at the moment doesn't really sound right, but up and coming bands in Scotland, and especially in Dundee at the moment. Like, I mean, the Dundee music scene is kind of about to boom again. It's just
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
There's a
obviously,
lot of good bands coming out.
Yeah,
I
see
a
that
lot of
quite
them
a
played
lot.
in
Yeah.
the park and stuff like that this weekend as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
But there's to say that it's difficult to find places like that will
Have you on and
yeah,
allow
and
you
have
to-
you on, yeah, exactly that, yeah.
Dundee radio station should listen up and deal with that. If they're
Well, yeah, I mean,
they're in
that's
for
the
city
thing.
culture,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they can't even support local.
Well, I
bands.
mean that's the thing with getting you guys in from Dundee, and it's a bit of a trek. But that's one of the reasons that we're trying to do that. Is we're trying to get bands in. So that my principle is that what's the point in having a single or an EP if nobody plays it on the radio?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why you guys are here. One of the things is obviously it's festival. It's Tea in the Park this weekend. If you were to play any festival, what festival in particular would you like to play?
It's got to be home, isn't it?
Nah,
In the park, yeah.
Reading
Reading and Leeds. I'd like to play
I'd
Reading
say
and Leeds.
I'd say one of the SoCal ones in California.
Benicassim.
Yeah,
That's in Spain.
or not.
Yeah, I
To
know,
be
but-
fair, I would love to play the Warped Tour.
I'd be
1,000,000%.
That's a tour festival we're talking about.
It's the same sort of
Yeah,
thing,
it's
isn't
similar.
it? You know what I mean? Just because I've grown up with all those.
If you had your own festival, who would you get to headline it?
Biffy Clyro.
Biffy Clyro, yeah.
Yeah. But do you mean like anyone,
Slash.
like ever?
Splash.
Oh, I get Dire Straits back together.
Yeah.
Amazing. Stadium Rock, mate. It's just
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, cool. And one last question is obviously The Apprentice. They come out with stupid lines about what have been remembered in 400 years and stuff like that. To just ridiculous sort of comments about themselves. If you had to come out with a ridiculous Apprentice type comment about your band, what would it be?
That's a hard one.
It's a really hard one.
Never seen you as speechless as that.
It'd definitely be unreliable, isn't it?
Yeah. Unreliable
know,
would have to be in there.
Epic.
Epic.
Epically unreliable.
Epic Unreliable, I like that. Somebody came out with Epic last week, but Epic Unreliable is quite good. And and what would your team name be? Because obviously they come up with stuff like Dignitas and whatever else. What would it be?
PBB. Original.
No, that's quite good. Yeah, so you're just going to play one more song, is that alright? Just before you guys go?
Yeah.
Just before as well, obviously I need to do the bits and pieces. How do we find your music?
We have
Loads of stuff
It's
now.
on the back as well.
Yeah.
You want to read it off the CD?
of course, yeah, that would be the easiest thing to do. You can find us on Facebook. At the moment, we're kind of struggling for a Facebook URL because our band name is quite similar to an EP name of a very famous American band. So we're struggling for a URL on Facebook. So if you type in the search engine, you'll find us. On Twitter, we're Phantom Break Ped, because Phantom Break Pedal didn't fit in. We're also on Bandcamp. For the actual EP itself, you can email us, which is phantombreakpedal@gmail.com if you want to place an order on one. To get a
iTunes.
physical copy of one, iTunes, Amazon, all the majority of
Spotify,
digital
SoundCloud.
media
Yeah, cool.
formats will
And
have us.
what's your plans in terms of gigging and that? What are you going to be doing?
We've got a few local shows coming up. We're this Wednesday coming. We're doing a fundraiser for a venue in Dundee, Non-Zeros in Dundee, who are needing to soundproof because they're getting complaints off the neighbours. So they're doing a big fundraising week.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing there on Wednesday night. Friday we're playing at Twatams in Perth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
28th of July we're playing a festival through the day in Dundee.
Yeah, well, charity.
Oh yeah.
Charity festival through the day, and then we're playing 20 Rocks at night. And then it's a case of
2 gigs one day.
trying to book a sort of tour,
Yeah,
a Scottish tour for the EP. So that'll be, hopefully we're looking at October, November time
Oh,
for that.
Plans
So
are done to London, done
Yeah,
South.
well,
Yeah.
well, if there's anybody out there that obviously can give the guys a hand with tours of that, just give them a shout, just fire them an email.
absolutely, yeah, that'd be
If you
brilliant.
can't find them by email, just fire us an email, we'll pass on the details. And as ever as well, if you want to come back to them from them, I'm sure we'll be able to find a home for you, somewhere to play a gig, because no doubt there's a few venues that wouldn't mind having you in. So we'll see what we can do on that front.
That'd
You're
be
just going to play
brilliant.
one more song just before you go, is that
And
right?
that's
So,
just the
Absolutely.
title
Yep.
track from the EP.
okay, doke. Take it away then, guys.
called
Objects for entertainment.
Just check.
Objects for Entertainment.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Let's go.
Definitely. Okay.
Walking, shadow of a broken friend. Watch this disappear as we join hands, hanging on to every single word that's ever thrown at us. Here's one for everyone else to see. Colored lights and empty hearts at our feet. Too many wrongs don't make many rights. It's getting hard to breathe.
And everything I've been wrong.
I need it.
You needed faith in us to see.
Believe it.
And you'll be there and I'll be gone.
And come on,
Swept away into the sea. And everything I've been wrong.
I need it.
You needed faith in us to see.
Believe it.
And you'll be there and I'll be gone.
And come on,
Swept away into the sea.
look at us and look at life. Shallow lies and pathetic fights. Forgotten paths and low down lights. It's getting hard to see. We're not so different.
leaving us to see.
Believe it.
You'll be there and I'll be gone.
Come on,
Swim
darling.
to the sea.
I lost control. Now chase unknown. Believe it. Believe it. I lost control. Now chase unknown. Believe it. Believe it. Now lost control, now chase unknown. Believe it, believe it. Now lost control, now chase unknown. Believe it, believe
Thank you very, very much, guys. That was excellent. That's from your title track of your EP, is that right?
It is indeed.
Yeah, that was excellent. That's Phantom Brake Pedal live on Radio West Fife, and you can get hold of their music online. Just look up Phantom Brake Pedal. You can get physical copy of their music and see them gigging about. Hopefully, we'll get them in Dunfermline to play a gig very, very soon. Thank you very, very much for coming in. I know it's roasting in here, so I'm just going to put a tune on just while you pack up your gear, just for you to hit the road. There's no rush for you to get out the door, but obviously it is really hot in here, so the quicker it is, the easier it is for you. But thank you so much for coming in. Phantom Brake Pedal on Radio West Fife with an exclusive acoustic version of their EP. I would fully recommend the full version because I've been listening to it and it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. And up next is